Hello, welcome to the Signal 8 show. Your name is?
My name is Joseph Mills. Your name is?
The Single 8.
It's good to be back.
Yes.
In our new format and our new focus. Last week we were heavy on the traditional Single 8 show focus, and we may drift in and out of that today. But I was trying to think of some of the old games that we used to play on podcast. And
hopefully by this one too, you'll see I'm gonna start working on a grungy logo.
You're gonna start making for the new Single 8 show.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a grungy logo.
Yeah.
Like what?
I want to have like the weird like painted font to it.
Okay, and drippy paint.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Like graffiti.
Yeah, kind of.
Did you mean to say graffiti or grungy?
Grungy.
Okay.
Graffiti can be grungy.
Graffiti can be hip-hoppy. See,
Yeah.
when you said grunge, I was thinking like Nirvana and Pearl Jam
Well, it's
and
gonna
the Meat
have
Puppets.
like black, and I want it to have like the all of the gender markers on there, and have like the traditional like France flag colors, and like work in some green on there. Make sure I can work in a little bit more purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you display the gender markers? Are there flags? Are they symbols?
They're symbols.
Explain the symbols.
The symbols are, I believe it's an arrow for more masculine.
An arrow, like a bow and arrow. Just
Yeah.
an arrow is masculine.
Yes, and normally...
Does that include transmasculine?
Yeah, because
It's just masculine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then normally women have, like, at least the T symbol, if not have a circle on top of it. Like
circle T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then normally non-binary
the
people
arrow. The arrow, because a male is a circle arrow, right?
No, that's woman.
No, you just said it was a circle T.
Yeah, on top of the T.
Yeah.
And normally in the men that's an arrow.
All right,
then the non-binary people I have an arrow, and then I have the T inside it.
Okay. There's a T inside the arrow.
Yeah, for non-binary.
Oh, sometimes I've seen a circle and an arrow. What does that mean? I've seen that.
Maybe that's like the traditional one. I'm trying to go off of memory.
Okay, that's fair.
So my memory never the best.
Yeah. So you're going to have all those just kind of scattered in the background?
Yeah, or like have the all together symbol on there.
You're going to put them all together?
Yeah.
You're going to have a circle arrow plus?
Yeah, because there's a logo with all of them on there.
Okay.
And I'm going to try like to recreate that in a color that I like.
That's cool.
So if anything, that symbol might be orange.
All right.
Or like Halloweeny. Or like a bloody red.
Okay, so you're hitting that same dark orange blood thing. I'm glad that I trust you and I can sleep well at night, that you're not going to kill me in my sleep.
My favorite colors are like Halloween colors.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You know what I want to talk to you about?
Yeah.
And this will be our fun conversation because we didn't do the fun conversation last week.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that show, The Studio? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
We've watched 2 episodes of it so far.
I'm very happy.
And it's really amazing.
Sadly, you had to sit through me and JFPD yelling at the screen.
Well, but that's my life.
Yeah.
You guys talk through everything. I have not heard a show in 16 years unless I go into another room and watch it on my own. But that's okay because it's more about us spending the time together.
Yeah.
My focus should be on y'all and not some program.
Yeah.
But recently I started watching The Punisher, and I am not.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be locked in on that while I'm watching it.
Normally, whenever I watch Daredevil, whenever I watch my shows, I do it alone.
Yeah.
Cause I'm I want to watch Daredevil and the silence in which the show should be viewed in.
It's a very visual show.
Yeah.
Daredevil and Punisher are very action, fighting, visual programs.
Yeah, and I need to, like, pay attention of what they're doing, because every, like, little thing on screen is pushing the story.
Yeah.
And I, like, kind of have to do it, and I kind of have to watch it that way.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Daredevil would be a nice show to watch while I'm doing my laundry. Because I cannot do my laundry. I have to move around. That's why it takes me, like, 3 hours.
To do your laundry?
Yeah, to fold it.
It takes us 4 days to fold our laundry.
Yeah.
So at least you get your clothes folded in the same day. Usually I go wandering in the bedroom and you have put our clothes on the bed because you're doing your laundry. And I'm like, yep, he had to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, because it takes me like 3 hours because I have to move.
Yeah.
I just cannot stay in one place
No, that's true.
outside of school when I have to.
And thankfully we have a slow-ass washer that
Yeah.
takes a while to even wash. It takes an hour and a half to wash one load.
Yeah. So it kind of helps when you have multiple loads. You can
Yeah.
kind of... Yeah.
Back before you were born, your mom and I lived in an apartment and did not have a laundry machine. And we had to go to the laundromat. And I used to piss people off because they've got this big, huge washer that's in there, a huge washer, and it's usually for people that bring in like blankets and quilts and everything.
Yeah.
But instead of me waiting for 5 machines, I would get, if one of those huge ones were open, I'd throw my whole laundry in there
Yeah.
and let it go. And then go find the huge dryer and let it go. And it was so much quicker, but people would come in with blankets and sheets and comforters and whatnot, and they're like, who's using this for their clothes? What a jerk. Yeah. So with the studio,
Yeah.
explain to the few listeners what a one shot is. That what it was called?
One shot, yeah.
Explain to the few listeners what a one shot is.
Sorry, one take.
One take.
One take is considerably like you go through a scene without cutting at all.
Yeah.
Normally they're long walks or fights down hallways.
Yeah.
Normally there's something, or they can be something very dynamic and it's very hard to do.
Yeah.
And it is considerably like going through something without cutting. And they normally don't have a lot of time to do it.
Yeah.
And it's always normally cut down to the pressure, and they normally only ever have 1 or 2 takes to actually get it.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Wasn't the fight scene when Deadpool and Wolverine fought all the Deadpools? Wasn't that a one take shot?
I'm pretty sure that was a one take.
Yeah.
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 They probably had those. No, there were some cuts. They did get a little bit closer on some.
Okay, that's fair. But pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And so while it was it's the second episode of the studio,
Yeah.
and the episode is a one take episode. It's
Yeah.
only the first episode was 44 minutes. This one was 25.
Yeah.
So it was a one take episode,
Yeah.
and it was them messing up a movie filming that was a one take shot.
Yeah.
It was so hilarious.
I couldn't stop yelling at him, though.
I know. And for those of you that don't know, Seth Rogen from all the Pineapple Express, all of Zack and Miri, all of those Judd Apatow movies,
Yeah.
is the writer of this show. And he's also the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was just screwing everything up
Yeah.
in this. And it was quite crazy.
Yeah. It was. poor you had to sit through both me and Dave Petey yelling at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop it, child.
It was hard not to join in with you.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It was crazy.
And we're like, stop it, child. You're messing it. No.
Yeah.
But sit in the chair and stay silent and appreciating that they even let you onto the set. Even though you are the head of the studio.
The head of the theater, of the
head
production.
Of the, head of the studio.
Yeah.
Be grateful that you are on set.
Yeah.
And that they gave you any input.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another one to watch. Are you watching Daredevil?
Yeah.
I am loving Daredevil.
Oh yeah.
It is
an
amazing show.
There's a couple times in the last 2 episodes that I was gonna yell at Matt if he didn't put on the suit.
He does finally put the suit on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you up to date?
I'm up to date.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Did you ever watch the one that was on Netflix? Did you watch the first run?
No, I haven't watched the first 3 seasons. I need to.
I did.
I want to watch the first 3 seasons and the Defenders.
I never watched. So I watched I watched all the Daredevil episodes, and then I watched the first season of Jessica Jones. But I didn't really get into the second season of Jessica Jones. I never watched Nick Cage or what is it? Cage?
Nick Cage and Iron Fist?
Yeah, I didn't watch either of those really. And I didn't watch any of the episodes of The Defenders. And I really should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm like, I do not believe that music dead though. I don't care that they showed it. I don't trust it. It's a comic book show.
You know what? You know the rules of comic books. They're not dead unless that you see a body.
And even though
you see a body, it doesn't mean that they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because in the comic, Muse is a mutant.
Oh, really?
So I do not believe that he's dead.
Okay.
I'm like, I think you might have some Wolverine type stuff built in with you. I don't believe it.
Yeah. So Wolverine does finally die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it took him until he was 400 and something.
That's true. That's true. I couldn't even imagine being 400 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old. I'm already bored.
Yeah.
It's like, take me Tuesday. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm sure they find something to grab onto.
Yeah.
Like, that's the reason I like vampire stories.
Yeah.
Especially, like, about vampires when they are the main character, because they kind of deal with the dread of living forever.
Yeah.
And how it's not what it cracked up to be.
It's not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's really fun, but yeah, it's the...
But if you think of the average life, like they say everyone has 100 years to live.
Yeah.
That's 4 lifetimes. I couldn't. I literally would be so heartbroken over people that I lost the first 100 years. You know?
Yeah.
I couldn't even, and Wolverine's a bristly prick anyway.
Yeah, that's why, that's how Wolverine became an asshole, because literally everyone he ever loved was taken from him.
Taken from him, yeah.
And he literally, until, like, his own film, found it. And then even in death, that was taken away from him.
Yeah.
And given to the worst Wolverine.
That's true.
Not the Deadpool and Wolverine. That film is amazing.
Deadpool and Wolverine is amazing.
That's a film that I want to watch over again, and I just want to have like a full, like what we do with WrestleMania. I want to have all the snacks laid out on the table.
Yeah.
I want to have food. I want to be constantly in the kitchen refreshing the food.
Yes. Well, before that we get any further,
Yeah.
I'm doing the commercial this week for Rolling Greens Golf and Cemetery. That's right, kids. We now have a celebrity wing in our place of memoriam. You may remember such great podcasts as Never Break Kayfabe, The Wrestler of Faith, I'm Not Even Supposed to Be Here Today, and now our newest resident, the Single H Half Hour Power Hour. That's right, go and relive your memories with all of these deceased podcasts at our new celebrity wing of Rolling Greens Golf and Cemetery. That's right, kids. If you're playing golf alone, listen to your favorite former podcasts. But also remember to remember your family while you're playing the game. Rolling Greens Golf and Cemetery. Make the place you got your hole in one your place for your hole 4-1. Rolling Greens.
They now have a Remembrance wing and a D&D wing.
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's one thing that I still have to design is the Rolling Greens logo.
yes. Well, let's work on that together.
Yeah.
So, tell me, so have you seen Logan?
No, I have not seen Logan.
All right, Logan's intense.
Yeah.
It is a hard watch, okay?
Yeah.
But it is a magnificent Wolverine film.
Yeah.
We own it. We've got it on our Movies Anywhere right now.
And I'm pretty sure we probably also have a disc of it somewhere.
Yeah, floating around.
Because we have discs for everything. We are prepared if an apocalypse comes.
The apocalypse.
Yeah.
We got a lot of movies. But what we don't have is a generator to keep our electronics going.
We
But
can make one. It's fine.
we'll figure it out.
Well, let's steal one.
You know, now with the whole screw Elon stuff, I wonder if there is a rival company that's made house batteries yet. Because I never wanted a Tesla battery because they're so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
But I would buy a rival product if they could reduce the price.
There probably is.
Yeah. Because I know a family that has solar and they solar charge their house batteries. And there was one time that the power went out and they didn't know it until they went to try to use their dryer because the dryer was on a traditional plug.
Oh, yeah.
And not the battery plug, and the dryer didn't work. And they thought that their dryer broke.
Oh.
But no, the electricity was out.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that because all of the key devices in their home was on the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out someday. One day when we win the lottery,
Yeah.
we're going to build our own house.
We're gonna have a bat cave.
We're going to have a bat cave. That is a basement that's built. We're going to have an East Coast house built on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a basement.
We are going to have a game store. That is going to happen.
We're going to have a game store.
Yeah.
We're going to have people coming into our house shopping.
No. Like,
What?
we'll buy we'll buy some land and we'll buy a place of business and we'll
We're
put a
going to
game.
run a gaming store.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will let that be your business. You can sell stickers and stuff in there and
Yeah, and we
gaming stuff.
we could rent out tables.
Yes.
Except on certain nights it's free, like Thursday.
Because on Thursday nights it's taco night at what
Critical
do you-
Role.
for critical, but we'll have a viewing party.
Yeah, we'll have it projecting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that would be cool. That would be cool. So, but let's talk about our house. So we're gonna have a bat cave. We're also gonna have hidden passages
Yeah.
in it too.
We need a good hidden room.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that the house looks like it could turn into a game of clue at any moment.
Yes.
I feel like Rick Kane would love that.
And we need to have a passage that gets us secretly from one room to the next without people knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one of our hidden rooms, like there's going to be rooms that are blocked off. One is the safe house.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have a safe house. But then also is the podcasting studio.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have
Can we have a Rocky Horror Lab? Can we have there's like one elevator that will only go up there, that will only ever hold like 1 to 2 people at once?
that goes up to our secret lab?
Yeah, that goes up to like a recreation of the Rocky Horror Lab.
Okay, but what will we do in that room? I think that's pretty cool and sexy, okay?
Yeah.
Having a Rocky Horror Lab, but what would we use? It needs to be functional.
We
still.
can literally use it as a freezer.
Okay, there would be a freezer in there.
You can we can literally make it like the dinner table.
We can make it the kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a freezer in there. The kit, where Rocky is created is the oven.
Yeah.
and the cooking space. Okay, this could work.
And like where Eddie comes out is the freezer.
It is where we keep all of our kept meats.
Yeah, all of the frozen meats are in there, and then you have one fridge that's everything that is like, oh, we need to eat the now type food.
Yeah. So if we had all these mazes in our lottery house,
Yeah.
what would be in your secret room?
They're for sure going to be like a good amount of like Power Ranger props. Of me like going to raffles and going to stuff.
And you would have screen use props.
Yeah.
And we would do more than that. We would go to auctions and win things and go.
Like go to auction, there would probably be like a screen use thing from Star Trek in there.
Yeah.
For sure, and then
like probably Batman cowl.
Yeah.
A screen use Batman cowl.
And that would probably be our like D&D room.
Yeah.
Like
that works.
There would be a back wall that we would have like clay made to look like a dungeon opening.
Yeah.
That would people can hand carve rocks.
Yeah.
And it would be like hand carved. It would look like a little bit like the Hot Topic shirt.
Okay.
With maybe like instead of a goblin on top having a dragon head that extends out and
That
would
be sick.
And maybe like a Coraline somewhere in there from the movie.
A screen use Coraline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that would be sick. That would be quite sick. And we would have a little snack area in there.
Oh yeah.
And
part of the gaming table would have snack to it.
What is the official beverage of Critical Role?
They do now have they're selling
They sell their own drinks?
Yeah, they sell liquor now. They have
They got beer?
Yeah.
Shut up!
They have their own. They came out with their own whiskey that's not gonna be out for a long time for the 10-year anniversary. I know they have one more.
Yeah.
That they have a partnership that
Shut up! They make whiskey?
Yeah.
Wow, that became this became a bunch of people sitting around and playing Dungeons and Dragons on YouTube to $1 million corporation, huh?
Yeah.
That is sick. Okay.
Well, they have partnership. They're not the one making it. They have.
Alright, so they just sell their
sell the IP and they sell it on their shop.
Okay, that's okay.
They're still independent. They're still not red people. They are still actors.
They're not in the 1%.
Yeah, they are still actors that have budget that still have to do other projects to keep the main show.
But they're
running.
they're able to live like our lifestyle, but to do something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And that, like, the part of, like, they know people will pay for the weekend trip because they know it's going directly to them.
Yeah.
Because they also don't want to support mega corporations.
Is there like, okay, I'm gonna be that guy for a second. Is there
Yeah.
like a corporate Dungeons and Dragons? Is there like
Yeah, the game itself, Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast is like
It's like
corporate?
it's like the corporate for D&D. Like they own it, they write it.
Okay, so the name Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah,
is corporate.
yeah,
But role-playing RPG
or not.
are not.
Yeah.
And Critical Role is a role-playing RPG.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they have their own RPG. They have Candela. They have Till the Last Cat. That might be fun. That I might buy.
So bear with me.
Yeah.
So calling role-playing RPGs Dungeons and Dragons is like calling professional wrestling WWE.
Yeah,
Okay, got it. That makes complete sense to me. But speaking of hack YouTube people trying to make some money,
yeah.
do you want to talk about your sticker store as we do
Oh,
another
yeah.
commercial?
Oh yeah, come down to Redbubble. I have welcome to where all my emotional energy of feeling that I can't get out with words is without writing them down and typing them out. And that is the kind of my whatever that I have. Like whatever designs I make kind of immediately go on there, no matter what they are.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of like, oh, this was fun, I'll put that up there.
Yeah.
But it's that me being a weird kid putting stuff up there for me to kind of like go, hey, other people may like that, but no pressure to buy it. It's that I'm afraid of everything going farther up in price when I'm older, and I would like to make sure that I have at least something going in now for me to prepare
Well, and
for when I'm 18.
that's cool. So you can find that on our Linktree page. If you can find us on Instagram at Transcendent Media, go to the Linktree, and then you can go to the Single H sticker store through that.
Yeah,
All right. I think that's a full episode.
yeah.
That is the Single H show for this week.
Your name is
My name is Joseph Mills. Your name is...
the Single Eight. Please have a great week, y'all. Try your best. I understand it's hard right now. Try your best to get through it. Watch weirdos play Dungeons and Dragons on the interweb. Be like me. Enjoy your show.